Oh, I'll tell you what, I am going to put this back at the beginning, because if we make you laugh just once in this episode, then we have done what we have wanted to do.
So disclaimer, this is actually a bit from the end of the podcast, and you're seeing it now. And you're seeing it at the beginning. What you've just seen is actually from the end of the podcast, and you're seeing it at the beginning because we forgot to put it at the beginning. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I didn't even do that one thinking that it would make you laugh.
Yeah.
It just came out.
Yeah, that was almost, and this isn't to be mean, but almost like if I watch that, I go, I don't want to watch it.
I'll leave that one at the end then.
Yeah, I'll leave that.
Also, who cares about the
Not
date?
even the right date, is it?
Why have you put the calendar?
Tuesday.
Why
Why
have
have
you
you actually got a calendar on there?
You told me to put the calendar here. I didn't want to put the calendar. You told me to put the calendar
I
here.
didn't tell you to put the calendar there.
Also, is it a problem that the door's open?
Nah,
Someone's going to call up, I think. Luke, Oscar, dinner's ready.
Nah, I don't think they
Shut
will.
up, mum.
Wow, she cooked us dinner, but yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a bit of a joke. Rude joke. Sorry. I love you, mum. Thank you for dinner.
Okay, well, update today, actually. We've managed to get the camera showing on the screen there.
Yeah,
Still
that's
can't see the
actually-
screen, but that means that we know when it's filming, because previously we had to put a timer on our phone and then get up and stop filming because this camera can only record for 24 minutes.
Also,
apparently. What a design flaw.
Not only 3 minutes ago did we discuss how we weren't going to be talking about the behind-the-scenes stuff.
No, that's fun behind the scenes stuff.
That's
That's
fine. You
exciting,
get to know
I
how long
think.
we're filming for.
Don't you think that's exciting?
Yeah. I've got a problem with it. It has made us smaller on the TV, so I can see myself less.
Well, I just stop looking at it anyway. But anyway.
Come on, you look like this. You expect me not to look at it.
Oh, yeah. Hot showcasing the new haircut. Look at that.
Well, that's not that big a deal, is it?
Well, it's a pretty big deal because you've had long hair for what, like 7 years?
Probably even more. And a few things actually about having a haircut.
Can I just say something properly? Can I start the podcast first or no?
Well, and then I go back to talking about the haircut that we're already talking about.
Fine. You do that. But I'm just thinking, like, if you're watching a video, you want to know what the video is about in the first minute. And now we're talking about your hair. But no, let's hear about your hair. Go on. You do that.
Could have been done by now, but
Okay, do it.
I was just going to say, once you have a haircut, you've got to have more haircuts, haven't you? Which is a bit annoying. What I liked about having long hair is that I didn't have to do anything with it, and I didn't have to get a haircut often. But now I'm already thinking, is it already getting too long at the back? Already?
I can sort the back out for you.
Ooh. But look at that. That is actually quite... I've got a cap dent in it.
Okay, so it wouldn't have already been done.
Well, I actually kind of made a point about speaking about it more.
Okay.
Because you made me not speak about it. Oh, I'm doing that thing again. I'm all angsty like this.
Well, yeah, it's because you have got to lean forward to the mic.
Relax.
Anyway, episode 2. Welcome back to the How to Be Funny podcast.
The podcast where we teach ourselves and hope. That was really good.
That was good, but
That
you
was
fucked
good.
up by
Yeah,
saying...
I know, but that was just exciting.
Should we go again?
Good, yeah.
Should we go again? Oh, episode 2. Welcome back to the How to Be Funny podcast.
The fuck.
Fuck.
Do
Didn't
it one more
swear
time.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And also, I don't think you should. No one ever swears on TikTok. Ever.
I don't care about that.
Do it again.
Welcome back. Episode 2. Welcome back to another episode of the How to Be Funny podcast.
Are you happy with that? You could do that one better. The
Nah.
first one was way better. Do it again.
And episode 2. Welcome back. Nah. Okay.
Just do it.
Okay, well, it's episode 2. Welcome back to the second episode of the How to Be Funny podcast.
The podcast where we teach ourselves and hopefully you how to be funny.
Each week, wow, we keep going. Each week we will bring a piece of educational material about comedy, teach each other that bit of information, and then
Go away and practice.
go away and practice it, and then write a joke using that bit of the comedic knowledge, and then come back in the next episode with a
the
joke
joke.
using that rule. I think I need you to write a concise
Mate,
intro.
I like how we do that. I like the
Okay, well.
baby.
Okay,
Bob
well,
bit.
for those of you that didn't watch last week, we had some rules. So this week we've got some jokes.
Oh, I was actually just thinking, I was wondering, I am feeling a bit self-conscious about my joke.
I'm feeling seriously
It's-
self-conscious.
It
And I've
was not an easy task. I really did think that we'd learn something and go away and
Yeah.
bang out a joke and go, yeah. It's
well, we did learn something, and I did bang out a joke, but I don't think it's a good one.
yeah, as in, I thought
it'd be easy to
do a joke.
Well, mate, that's the reason why there aren't many stand-up comedians, eh?
Well, yeah, I suppose, but let me propose you this. We come into our jokes a little bit as a later segment.
Yeah, I don't mind that, because actually...
and ease into it a bit more, because I'm just I'm nervous to bring my joke.
That's fine. Before we start, of course, would you like some yum tar?
Yum cha.
And then,
Is
actually...
it, jasmine again today?
Yeah, we got some jasmine tea today. And then...
It's not the toasted jasmine, is it?
No, but that would have been nice.
That would have been nice. Dad's got this it's toasted rice actually, toasted rice jasmine, and it kind of just tastes like popcorn jasmine tea, which is
Yeah, it's good.
pretty
Can I
good.
also say something else? Apparently, this sign here, which says the title of our podcast, apparently it looks like you can't really read it back there, and apparently it says "How to be funny poo." So,
I guess that kind of is what we're trying to do as well.
how to be funny poo?
Like poo, if you like, sort of a term of endearment.
Anyway, I think I'm going to bring it here. I
You
like
know,
it.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Okay, well now you know. Oh, sorry about that. I don't like that in there.
Let me just say this. Luca's wearing my hat today. What do you think?
Well, it's actually not your hat anymore. It's going to be my hat.
Where's my hat? He's asking me to sell it to him.
For £10 when you bought it for 50 cents. So,
Yeah. Welcome to the real world, mate. Welcome to the real world.
anyway,
If
I
that
think,
scares you, you got something coming for you.
I think you should let me have it. Anyway, mate, how are you today? Are we doing that?
I'd love to. Yes, we need to do that.
Would you like to do that?
I would definitely like to.
Well, how have you been, mate?
Yeah, not bad actually. You started a new job. I
Yeah.
did.
Well, I actually started a new job as well. It's been,
Oh, did you? What's the job that you started?
well, predominantly chefing in a kitchen.
Yeah,
As are you, I heard.
I am also for the. I think the same company, aren't we?
Yeah, actually, I think it is the same company. I think we've both been
So we
hired.
both started a new job, which has really thrown our world upside down. It's basically chefing on some days and content creation for their businesses on the other days.
I wouldn't say it's throwing our world upside down. I think it's been a good addition to the world.
Great
to
addition,
our
but
world.
all of a sudden, Luke and I have got far more responsibilities. Before we got work, Luke and I spent our days doing pretty all nothing, and then filming a podcast every now and then.
If that as well, that was
If
the
that.
push. So actually, it's given us more responsibilities, but the responsibility was zero beforehand. The level of responsibility we had,
Before you guys were our responsibility.
if that, because like I
If
said,
that,
we
actually
haven't actually
one
done
video,
it.
haven't we? Yes.
So now I'm looking forward to it. A bit of structure. I think we need structure. But I need structure, and that's also why I like working in a kitchen. I like the order, and I like the efficiency of it.
Tell you what, I actually don't think I need structure. I think structure scares me.
I think you
I'm
need
better
structure,
without-
Oscar. You think you're better without structure, Oscar?
do.
I'm not. This
I
isn't a
really
dig
do.
because I think it's
I'm
a
one of
beautiful
those.
quality of yours. But I think you're one of the laziest people I've ever met.
Lazy is a bit of a. It's got harsh connotations.
Yeah, no,
I
I said it's not an insult. It's a beautiful quality.
Well, don't call me lazy then.
No, but you
La-
are
use a
lazy.
different word.
Okay,
Lazy-
unmotivated. Oh, how can you say
sounds a bit
lazy?
worse.
How can you say lazy not negatively?
Yeah, try. Well, if you think it's a lovely quality, try
Laid
and
back.
spin it.
So you're not laid back though.
Try and spin.
You're uptight and lazy. It's like it's like the two negative parts of it.
You hang out with me quite a lot for someone who thinks.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, what I mean is, I think I actually wouldn't have brought it up as a problem, but you just said you don't need structure, and I think you do need structure because I don't think you do anything otherwise. Can you argue
Well,
that?
I'm thinking. Mate.
Yeah.
I'm fucking thinking.
So
Fucking tell me to think, and then I struggle with it. If I was just like to think by myself, then I'd be able to do it. But
Right.
tell me to think about it.
well, I didn't actually tell you. I just said yeah.
Well, okay,
yeah.
let me think about it then. Do I struggle with? What was the question? Am I lazy? What were you talking about?
No. Well, are you? I didn't ask if you were lazy. I said you were lazy. I said
Right.
I think you need structure. Otherwise, you do nothing.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
Well, anyway, I think all I'm saying is now we've got some structure in our life. Maybe you'll do some things.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be good for you. Anyway,
Yeah. You would say that, wouldn't you?
okay. Well, are you gonna ask me how I am?
How are you?
Yeah,
Feeling lazy still? Because
No,
you're
God, no.
probably without insult one of the laziest people I know.
No.
Well, lazy sons of salt that I've ever met.
No, not me. Thank you. But
Yeah,
not
the
me.
issue with you, and honestly, no insult at all. You are a big heap of steaming shit.
What?
Lazy steaming shit.
I don't know what to say to that because I wasn't actually.
Sorry, that sounds a bit negative. Let me try
Yeah,
and
well,
spin
no,
that.
Oscar actually sounds a bit mean. You're actually being mean now. I said it. I didn't mean to be mean to you. And I said it's a beautiful quality. I just said maybe. Also, it came from you saying you didn't need structure.
Okay. Let me spin it so it's a bit more positive. I am a hungry fly in a world where you are a big pile of steaming shit,
So,
and you are all I want.
wow,
how about that?
Yeah, that actually was a positive spin on it. So that's fine.
It's
then.
easy to please. Right. See how we felt for that one. Right. well,
Okay, well, to be honest, then let's start it. Do you want to
I'm
bring your
so
joke?
nervous to say my joke.
I'll bring my joke then. How about that?
Well, you're quite confident then about it or something?
Well, you just said you're too nervous, and I'll do it for you if you want me to do it for you.
to me. Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, well, okay, for those of you who didn't know about it, last week's rule number 1 was rule with comedy: build nervous energy and release it with the punchline.
We're in
So-
trouble right now.
Why's that?
I'm in trouble right now
Why's that?
because I didn't bring my glasses,
Oh my fucking god!
and I told you I'd bring my glasses.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is where I have no patience for that.
Okay, let me say this. I thought they were on the desk. That's why I think I didn't bring them.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna come at you with my joke.
You don't know where they are.
I don't know where they are, Oscar.
You didn't clear the desk where my glasses might
No,
be?
you set up the desk, didn't you?
I did. But I am pretty certain they were on the desk.
Does that now look really empty? That now looks really empty.
Or
Maybe central that. It's a bit bright, isn't it?
I might have to go and look for my glasses.
No.
But on the flip side, I really did think they were here. I really did.
Well, to be honest with you, I, if you go and look for your glasses, we will pause the video. Because last time you left to look for glasses.
Oh, it took me 2 seconds.
Nah, I'm not sitting here.
Surely you can say something.
I don't want that pressure.
Surely you can.
I don't want it. And now you've said it, I don't want it either. I don't want it even more now. Okay, we're going to pause the video in 3, 2, 1. Got him? Got him. And were they in here when you said I left it? You left it on the table. Were they here? No. Okay, they weren't. So, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Because actually, I don't want to come across like I'm nagging you all the time.
You're speaking
Yeah, I
a
know.
lot for
I'm
some
saying I
reason, that's
don't
all
want to
I'm
come
gonna
across like I'm nagging you all the time. So we'll leave it at
Right.
that. Okay, so do you want to hear my joke?
say. What, you got it memorised?
I think I could just say it now.
Well, I don't have mine memorised.
Well, the thing is, I wrote mine out really long, and then I read it over the other day and realised that there's too much language in it. Like it looks like it looks like a bit of creative writing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do it from my mind, and then hopefully. Okay. Also, in fact, just a side note, I came up with the rule. No, I didn't come up with the rule. No, you came up with this rule. This rule, actually. There was a stand-up clip on Instagram, and he used exactly this structure. Exactly this structure. Even the way he told the joke.
I
he
think
built
I
nervous
actually
tension.
think it's quite prevalent in a lot of jokes.
Well, probably. So
Like, I think
good rule.
It's well, yes.
I'm going to hire that. Hire the mic.
Hire it if you want.
What, for a better podcast co-host? Anyway, he actually, one thing I noticed, and I think the distinction is we're not writing these jokes to come up with, we're not writing Oscar,
Yeah, I got a new tattoo.
do you understand
Yes.
how that
I do.
fucks everything up?
I do.
Okay. Thanks.
I
Thank
do.
you for understanding. Okay. One thing I noticed as well, is that the way he told the joke, he built nervous energy by telling the joke with a lot of like angst.
Mm.
And I think one thing is that we're not trying to be stand-up comedians.
That's a very big difference, isn't
That's
it?
a big difference. So I'm trying to learn what makes something funny, but I can guarantee you that I'm not going to perform it like a stand-up comedian on this podcast.
Right. So let me
Maybe one day.
maybe one day, but so we're almost trying to do two things here, because like by bringing jokes, it's like we're trying to be stand-ups, but no, we're actually trying to just learn about how to be funny.
We're trying to learn about funny.
We're trying to learn about funny and it's made laughter. So the difference is, are we doing something silly by trying to write jokes here?
No, because we're putting it into practice. So like, I'm happy. I'll happily put it into practice here,
Right.
and you can help.
But
we
so
can
much
talk
about being
about it.
funny, I think, isn't just
It's about the
writing a joke.
delivery, but maybe we
No,
learn.
no, as in like, it's like I've got something today which isn't actually about specifically how to do a funny joke. It's actually how to be funny for non-comedians.
Right.
Ah,
Oh, well, that's good too.
very good, very good.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's just gonna be. It's
Okay.
just gonna be something. Anyway, so yeah, my joke on the rule number 1, building nervous energy and releasing it with the punchline, is this. Nervous.
What,
Okay.
you want like a spotlight or something?
So actually, okay. I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Just whilst I warm into it, I'm actually just gonna explain the joke.
No,
rather than.
no.
No, I'll tell you what's gonna.
funny anyway.
I'll
Don't
tell you.
explain it first.
I'll tell you what's gonna be funnier
Uh-huh.
is that I'm gonna explain it from start to finish and describe the contents of it.
No. Please say the joke first, and then
I don't want to do that.
Just
I
do
really-
it. No, because then explain it after, please.
Okay, fine.
You'll definitely make it unfunny.
Okay, so the other day I was cooking in the kitchen and with my girlfriend, and there was a lot of tension because I like to think. see,
Sorry.
you laugh during it, then. Oh right, build nervous tension.
Yeah,
I said, there was a lot of tension. There was a lot of tension.
Yeah,
just so you
it's
know.
like the rule is build tension. So just so you know,
Just setting the
there's loads of tension.
Okay, yeah. So
Right.
just close your like beginning of the day.
Right.
So I woke up. There was a lot of tension.
Yeah.
And then okay, cooking in the fine. Wow. So I was cooking in the kitchen with my girlfriend, and I like to sort of think like I really know what I'm doing, and I find it hard to cook with other people in the kitchen. Anyway, I thought I was maybe I wanted to show off. I don't know. I started moving more swiftly. I started doing things more assertively, like chopping and everything. She had her roles and I had my roles. Anyway, I don't know. Well, I'm trying to creatively build tension. Okay. Well, then don't ask me why I'm saying that. So, anyway, so she accidentally burnt the onions, and I got a bit annoyed by her. I was like, that's okay. We'll just do some more onions. So again, tension rises between us. I can't not say that now. But anyway, turn around, sort of is not sort of communicating, and accidentally nearly walking around with a knife, and then it becomes dangerous as well. And then I start chopping, and and out of frustration, maybe I'm chopping a bit harder and faster than I should do. And then I start doing that because I'm thinking, I'm breathing heavily. And I'm like, wow, I wish those onions didn't burn or something like that. Anyway, she's telling me to slow down. And because she's asking me to slow down, I speed up. I start chopping harder and faster. And the cucumber I'm chopping is getting smaller and smaller. She's like, you have to slow down. I went, I'm not slowing down. Stop telling me what to do in the kitchen. So then finally, I chop my finger off. Rush to the hospital, and then on the way to the hospital we get a call from her mum and said, wow, thank you for the salad. I went, salad? What have you put all the things together and made the salad out of what we were chopping? And she said, yeah. I was like, oh no, my finger was on the board. And she went, yeah, I saw that. I thought it was part of the dish. I didn't realise it was a real finger. I went, why would you eat a finger? And she went, isn't that why they call it a poke bowl?
I'm going to be honest with you. I like the punchline. I really do like the punchline. Not enough to laugh, clearly.
Not enough to laugh,
But I did really like it. And so, I tell you, I think... What do you think of it?
Well, I think it's not great. I knew that. I know that.
It's not.
So I'll tell you what. How I wrote it. I thought, the nervous thing that's going to happen is I'm going to cut my finger off. And then I thought poke bowl, and then I just built the story around that.
It was just there, wasn't it?
It was literally on a plate,
poke bowl
in a bowl. It was literally on a bowl. I think I could have built the tension better, and I don't know how. I didn't know how to do that. Unless I do know how to do that.
I think it's actually you lost the tension by going on for so long. Actually,
Well, also,
Right.
I think tension would have also been built if I decided to get animated with telling it. Like we were shouting at each other, like just like, and the noise in the room was getting louder, and then
quotes as well.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
don't touch my fucking onions.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Yeah, get us. Yeah.
But again, I'm not trying to be a stand-up comedian here. So like, I think
So maybe you could actually just like bring the premise of a joke for a stand-up comedian to steal.
this is what I was gonna say when I started explaining it. I was gonna go, well, okay, so we were gonna cook, and then so then the funny thing is that we're building. That I could have told you about. The joke builds tension by creating hostility in the kitchen,
And because you did mention the word tension, so
and because I set the
Twice.
scene by saying
there's
there's tension.
twice.
So
So there has to have been tension there.
yeah,
Yeah, I've got one that I was thinking off just as you were doing it. It's not really using the rule, but just sort of in the realm of your joke. What is a female's what is a female optician's favourite salad? Caesar salad.
yeah,
There's one for you. A salad pun.
Yeah, pun is
Well, you could have at least laughed, couldn't you? It's really sort of exactly the same sort of thing you've done, Pokeball. So, wow, yeah, good laugh.
Okay, let's hear yours then. Okay, I think as well, what's important is that we don't know enough about it yet to actually dissect it properly.
Yeah, or write them.
Well, no, but that's the point. We're practicing,
Yeah.
and then eventually, I guess maybe we'll start learning what's funny.
Okay. I've actually got two, and I don't really know if they actually even follow the rules. The second one probably definitely doesn't, but the other day I walked into a bar. Ouch. No, I'm joking. But I actually did walk into a bar and ordered 2 pints and a packet of crisps. I was so concussed I thought I was in a pub. Come on.
Yeah, that's good, but what on earth? That doesn't follow the rule at all.
Come on. It kind of does.
No, it doesn't. There's no. You said the punchline before I could even process what anything you had said.
Right, the other day I walked into a bar. Ouch. Pause. No, that's not the joke. But I actually did walk into a bar the other day. I ordered 2 pints, packet of crisps. I was so concussed I thought I was in a pub. Going back to the fact that I did actually walk into an original bar.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
You didn't. Yeah. Fine. Good joke. Actually, did you find that in the book of jokes?
No, I actually wrote that.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Well, that's good. I don't think it needed the beginning bit. In fact, it still doesn't need the beginning
No,
bit.
it does because that's the throw off. It's like the other one's about ouch. That's a classic.
No,
And it's
but
like, okay, no, but I actually did walk into a bar and ordered 2 pints, packet of crisps. So concussed I thought I was in a
Yeah.
bar. Like,
yeah, or like a so concussed. Or
Yeah.
I thought I was in a pub and told a joke.
yeah.
What? Because I walked into a bar, ouch, that's it. And then you go, anyway, I ordered 2 pints of packet of crisps and I told a joke. I was so concussed.
Right.
Because the joke is the second bit. You made a joke out of
Right.
it, even though, I don't know.
Well, that's the fun of jokes, isn't it? You can sort of play with them. Right. But this one is actually
No, don't start like that.
Okay.
Just say it.
Okay. Have you heard the fable of the deadly mouse? So dangerous and frightening that not even the bravest and strongest of warriors would dare face it. Teeth so sharp it's like being nibbled by 1,000 needles. Fur matted by the blood of its unlucky challengers. Its tail supposedly carrying the barbs of scorpions doused in poison. Neither. I bet it's good though. Neither of us. I bet it's good though.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm.
Follows rules. Gave me goosebumps. I'm not sure if it was because I cringed
Yeah,
or not. but I actually do.
That's because I was going off what you were saying. I was trying to build the tension.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I actually liked it. I'm gonna say I actually liked it.
Right, yeah.
No, I actually did like it.
It's just
Still
like-
got goosebumps.
It's just like when you say a joke, like imagine people did that when they actually found jokes funny. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Rather than actually laugh. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
would rather if you did like it, just force the laugh.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
But I butchered the end bit. Neither have I, but I bet it's good though.
Yeah.
It's a cheap shot.
Or like,
Of a
do you
joke.
know what happens when?
Oh,
it gets more and
yes,
more?
yes,
Like, do you know
yes.
what happens when?
Did you
And you
hear
mix-
Did you hear what happened? Yeah,
The other
about
day.
the mouse, the deadly mouse.
Yeah, and like the guy ran in with a gun and like,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
like this, and you go,
Yeah.
oh my god, what?
Oh no, seriously. Did you hear what happened?
Yeah, did you-
I'm
yeah.
trying to find out.
Yeah.
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 That reminded me of that is actually not at all reminding me of that. Okay. Yeah, no, good. That was good. Okay. Can I just because it's actually remembering now, there's something we also said that maybe in every episode we'll bring in something funny that we saw this week.
Mm.
And to be fair, the funny thing I saw was a joke on Friends. So
Exciting.
it wasn't something I'm making funny, but I wanted to bring it to you because I thought it was brilliant.
Teamy.
And it was so Ross comes in with a stack of newspapers. Have you seen this episode yet? He comes in with,
I've watched it, but
he comes in with
actually
a
I was
stack of
realizing when I was watching you watch Friends recently, I think maybe I was falling asleep last time I watched it through. Like there's a few bits which I really don't remember.
Yeah. Sometimes I like doing that because then you're treated by episodes you haven't seen the next
Well, I
time you
think
watch
maybe
it
I
through.
just don't know it as well as I know like the other sitcoms I
Right.
watch. So
Well, yeah, to be fair, I'm watching it a second time through, but the last time I did this was last year, and I'm already enjoying it again.
absolutely.
Anyway, so Ross walks in with a stack of newspapers, and he goes, oh no, what did he say? Oh, like something along the lines of really negative about it, like,
Is
I've
this
just
Joey's?
no, just let me
But is it about Joey's
no
review?
No, he comes in with a stack of newspapers and he says, I've got this has just got. Oh well, I hope Monica doesn't see this has got the worst thing in it or something like
Monica's review. Is it about Monica's review?
that. It is about Monica's
Right,
review.
so I
Yeah.
wasn't that far off.
Well, Joey also probably had a review in a newspaper at some point. But anyway, he goes, "Oh, I hope
Oh,
Monica doesn't see this. It's got one of the worst things, one of the worst things written in it." And because he's got a whole stack, Phoebe goes, "Well, that's no way to sell newspapers. you should try that extra, read all about it." Because it looked like he was selling newspapers around the pub.
Right.
And I thought that was funny.
Friends is very good.
Friends is good actually.
Friends is
I mean,
very
I mean, obviously,
Some bits haven't aged
it's
well.
complicated at some bits, but as in you find the storyline complicated sometimes, don't you? Don't you?
The storyline of Friends is pretty simple, I would say.
Anyway,
Anyway,
so we got a second joke as well. So
you've got a joke.
yeah, I've got a second joke. We
Oh.
had 2 rules last year.
Last year, I had 27. Very good. Very good. Right.
No, sorry. Last episode we made 2 rules because we both bring a rule. Have you not got a second joke?
Well,
Anyway, the second rule was comedy. Time plus comedy equals tragedy
plus
plus
time.
time equals comedy. So my joke for tragedy plus time equals comedy is I used to look like I loved playing the guitar, but I'm limited now, and I'm limited with how I play it now. No, I loved playing the guitar, but now now I can't. So you say, why can't
why can't you? Well,
because I chopped my finger
you
off.
really set it up.
Because I chopped my finger off, bringing back the
Bringing it
punchline
back.
from the last one.
Right.
Ah, well, that was actually a cheap one, and I thought,
I do like them though. I do
I
like that. Bringing jokes back like that.
yeah,
It's like the mulch joke
yeah,
from BoJack Horseman.
yeah. We're not just going to relay jokes that we've seen on TV shows.
Maybe I just need to invest in a joke book, and we just sit here for an hour telling you jokes.
Do you have a second joke, or do you want to
No,
talk
I
about the rules? You
I
don't.
don't.
Ah, so you only had to do you literally had to do 3 things if we're being specific. 1 and 2 were write a joke. 3 was bring your glasses, and you did one of them.
I did write another joke prior. I have in essence written 2 jokes, but one of them,
It's so bad. Do you want to say it?
no, it was just a different. It was the same rule, so I deleted the old one.
Okay,
So
fair
I did
enough.
write 2. I did write 2.
Okay, yeah, that
I promise
that. Literally, I suppose you just say
Promise
that, don't you?
I wrote,
Like,
yeah. Dog ate the other one.
yeah, exactly.
Sort of thing.
Okay. Do you have a rule then?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay, actually, so you did bring a rule. I mean, there was more things to bring. Actually, my bad. There was more things to bring.
Thank you for acknowledging your bad. Okay. Fuck it. Not over the laptop. That's one rule that our dad has instilled in us from a very young age. No liquids near laptops. That's a pretty good rule.
Okay, cheers.
No, that's
Say
a
your
pretty
rule.
good rule. Okay, so cheese. Mexican cheese. Queso.
Okay.
Understand what I just did?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm enjoying your energy today, Oscar. I'm not sure about it.
Oh, 1,000 thank yous.
Even that energy. Like, I'm not. Maybe it's not. I'm not getting it.
What do you want me to do? Huh?
I don't know.
Well, tell me how to amend my energy. What's in the
I don't know. It's
what's
almost
in
like
the
you're
wrong
looking
direction?
at me. Maybe it's the glasses you put on. I don't know. Maybe I feel like you're looking at me through like I feel like you think you're better than me today. You think you're better than me today because you're sort of, every time you talk to me, you go like this, and I say something, you go like this. Thank you. Like, okay, yeah,
Right, okay,
that's
I'll
what you're
stop that.
doing.
I'll stop that. Do more of this. But let me
It's
tell.
not just the eyes. I'm gonna say.
We'll say something else then.
Well, it's not just the eyes. It's the tone. You go, yeah, all right.
Am
Like that. You're doing that. You go like that.
Yeah, me and them are having a
Yeah,
podcast.
like, I'm
You're
the
butt.
pun. Yeah.
Me and-
I'm not the joke today, Oscar.
Right. Well, can I say this actually? Something about the eyes that you just done.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed in some photos I have eyes, like the 3 whites they call it. It's an old Chinese. I don't know if it's Chinese actually, but an Asian thing. Not as in not for Asians. There's an Asian tale, like an ancient Asian tale. I can't remember where, Japanese, Chinese, about the 3 whites. basically saying that people's eyes that naturally have, you see the bottom of the white, it's like they're, I don't know if it was like demonic or destined for tragedy. No, that was it, destined for tragedy. And the video I saw was talking about a few celebrities which had it and had tragic lives. And like Billie Eilish has got it. You know, there's like a certain stare.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what.
I've just fucking. What is
the white? So you see the white underneath the
under
pupil.
the eyes?
Right,
So it's
okay.
like their eyes naturally, the irises aren't. Do you know what I mean?
Like mine.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yours are actually. Well,
A lot white underneath.
I think you've just done it a bit, but you see it often. Like Billie Eilish eyes.
Okay,
she
fine.
has them.
Fine. Anyway, what are the other two then destined for? What are the other two whites?
No.
There's 3 whites in your eyes.
Yeah, I'm saying no. They call it the 3 whites, as in you see the left, bottom, and right. The 3 whites of your
So
eyes.
you see the 3 whites.
People's eyes, who you naturally see the 3 whites of eyes. There's like a thing
They're
about
destined
that.
for tragedy. Well,
Mm.
let's hope that's not true then.
Well, I don't actually. Well,
Should we hope that's not true and bring me your rule? And actually, I'm going to make notes on it.
look, 3 whites. Oh, it's called Sanpaku. Okay, I think it's Japanese. Yeah, meaning 3 whites, most often used in English, to refer to folk belief according to which visibility.
Yeah, bored, mate. Go. Just tell me your rule already.
Ugh. All right. So my rule, as I said earlier, my this one actually is far more about how to be like day-to-day funny, non-comedian funny. I think the article called it like non-comedic funny. And it's talking about. So this rule is the surprise, right? So saying that a huge part of comedy, like probably the biggest part, is surprise. Which is why I guess like punchlines come at the end, like not the beginning. And this was an article written by Jerry Corley, called on his blog called the Stand Up Comedy Clinic, right? So it talks about how surprise is a great way to make people laugh. This actually aids you if you are less funny, as the surprise itself is that you have been funny at all. Insert joke about Luca. A method.
Wait.
Wait.
No, say that again. All again.
Right. So Jerry Corley talks about how surprise is a great way to make people laugh.
Yeah.
This actually aids you if you are less funny, as the surprise itself is that you've been funny at all.
Right. So like, is that when like people do the act of like being like quite deadpan and boring? Because they like actually they try and do nothing funny.
No, I think it's talking about it more in like if you were to like data record laughter,
That sounds fun.
we're talking about we're dissecting it.
yeah.
Then although a certain joke or phrase or something said by someone might not be considered actually that funny, it might receive greater funny levels because it's come from someone who wouldn't ordinarily be funny.
Right. Yeah. So
So-
if you were someone who wasn't a comedian,
Yeah, exactly. So it's So
so
actually,
we're already shot in the foot with that one. then.
shot in the bloody
Yeah.
foot. So he actually speaks about this as well, which I haven't brought up. But like the funniness comes in expectation.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you are talking to a stand-up comedian,
So how are we gonna do that next week then? Go away, and not be funny.
well, no. So
Unlearn how to be funny.
I've given it a sort of like an additional rule to surprise, right?
Okay.
The surprise.
No, but I like that.
Yeah,
I like that's good knowledge.
good knowledge.
That's good knowledge.
I get it's more just sort of informational, I suppose.
Literally
That-
though, it's so impossible.
Well, I haven't
for us.
said the rule really yet, but but basically saying how humor is actually comparative, and you don't really think about that. You're not either funny or not funny. You can be funny.
I've heard like humor is subjective too. So
Right, yeah. But like, for example, if you heard like, I don't know, like an old guy in an old people's home where everyone's all a bit like dead and dreary, and he just says something which is like fairly funny, but that could be really funny if he said it in that moment.
Yeah, definitely. But also that like I'm not sort of a fan of things that's like goes without saying, and that goes without.
I'm
saying.
just learning you about humor, mate.
No, but that does go without saying, and I don't think anyone's like. I think it's common knowledge that if two people say the same joke, doesn't mean they're both going to be equally funny.
We're just talking about humour here.
Yeah, but like, challenge me a bit. Get more interesting rules, because that was
I've
given.
actually got an additional rule to it. So because he talks about surprise, therefore a technique that he uses, and this is like a sort of a day-to-day use of technique, is the use of the double entendre. Okay, now we can
because that makes the audience think a bit. Hey, that's a surprise as well. You're going,
yeah, there is that actually. I didn't think of that, because that's all I like that.
I like it when you have to think for a joke.
I like it when I have to think and I get it, and I like it when people are delayed getting it.
Yeah, and I like it when like you don't get it and then people explain to you why it's funny.
Yeah, and I like my back being tickled in bed. So the unexpectedness of double entendres is an easy way to get a laugh. So he gave the example of this. Shopkeeper, did you find everything you were looking for? You, well, I found the wine and the candles, but I couldn't find a soulmate. Huh? Because the double entendre is on the word everything.
Right.
You look like I've just spoken to you with the sound off.
No, I'm just absorbing it. I think that is. I was hoping that because it was one you brought, I was hoping to be really blown away by it, and I was a bit disappointed by it.
No.
No, I was a bit disappointed by it. Like
No. So this is not a fucking stand-up comedy act. This is
no, I understand.
Day-to-day quippy.
Yeah, I understand. Like, or for example, like,
I didn't write that, by the way. This was his.
like, did you find why they were standing next to you for? Yeah, because they were three. Something like that. As if you're actually you're talking to the number 4.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe.
Does that work?
I think honestly in this case I think it's trying to do too much. This like the surprise of double entendre.
Yeah.
Is
but almost that was not that actually. I actually feel like it wasn't obvious enough. I was waiting to work out and I just couldn't get there because like, did you find everything you were looking for? No, not everyone's looking for a soulmate.
Yeah, but that's the okay. So I actually remembered another one which I thought was a bit funnier, but maybe my wife's what was it? My wife is touring with her jazz band at the moment, and has just got what was it? And has just got a cat to go with her. I didn't realise the cat was a 6'2" sax player. Because like in jazz music, they call cats, right.
Yeah,
it's quite funny.
I thought that was quite funny.
The 6'2" handsome jazz sax player. A double entendre.
Yeah.
So my rule proposed today.
Or like she just the jazz player just got a new hi-hat to go on tour with him. It makes a bloody loud noise when you hit it.
Are you trying to do this to what I'm bringing?
What? I thought I was actually just trying to bring a joke.
Well, hi-hat isn't a double entendre.
Yeah, a hi-hat.
No,
tool hat.
Because it's not called a hi-hat. As soon as you hear hi-hat, you think
of drums.
Or
a tool hat.
No. No.
Was that a good joke though? Makes bloody loud noise when you hear it.
If you hadn't said hi-hat, maybe
that would be a very targeted joke if I didn't say hi-hat. If I said hat, then no one would think of the drum kit.
Yeah, but the point is, the punchline was that it was a drum, so you don't want people thinking it was a drum first.
Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to be difficult on purpose.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I'm not. See this tone again. Ugh, like you're better than me.
Right, so what do you think of my rule then? Surprise, element of surprise, double entendre.
So, okay, I'm just going to put rule number 3, create surprise. Is that fair?
I'm going to say more of this rule is about the double entendre.
Okay.
It's double entendre through surprise.
In fact, trying to spell entendre is a near on impossible task. But I'm going to say that in fact,
just spell it out loud right now.
Entengre. Genre. Entendre. No.
On genre.
Anyway, In fact, though, it's a good rule because I think that's a funny one to do for next week.
It's
It's
an
right,
easy one
right.
to
A
write
double
a joke.
entendre is a good one.
Although, actually, in hindsight, is that a rule for humour? Or is that more just a joke style?
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe that's a bit specific because I'm.
Okay, so the rule actually is surprise being an integral element of humour, of being funny. But this week's task, write a double entendre causing surprise. How about that?
Okay,
How about
I like
that?
it. I like it. Okay, well, can I bring you mine now?
Absolutely, mate.
I was going to start off. I'm just going to start off with Bill Hicks. I presume Bill Hicks is a naming comedy. I don't know. But he had a few rules, and he had like 12, 15 rules in comedy in this article. And I just wrote down number 4 for you. And it's not the rule, but maybe it could be a rule, in which case it's a really bad rule. But it says,
I don't really understand what I'll just let you go.
okay, Bill Hicks number 4 rules to be funny is never ask them, is this funny? You tell them this is funny.
Ah.
And that's more just a rule of like when you're delivering a joke next week. Just say it's funny, and maybe they're gonna get in the mindset of it being funny. Maybe comedy's about psychology just as much as a joke. Maybe.
Oh, and after only doing 2 episodes, I'm already starting to see that a lot.
Wow,
Yeah.
good to know that you're learning.
Well, thank you, sir. But what I would,
I do like it when you do that.
yeah, I know
I do
you
like
do.
it when you do that.
I like doing it as well.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Do it. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Yeah, it's fun to do.
What did you say it the other day?
Were we cheersing or something? Or
Like-
at a wedding? Oh, I can't remember. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, it's we're at a wedding, and it was a very lovely wedding and a very well organized, specifically well organized service when we were eating, and it had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 or 9 people to a table, and there were exactly half of those people serving 4 or 5, depending on how many you had on the table. And then basically they would come round with a plate in either of the hands, stand in between you sat on the table. They would wait.
Someone would like be here.
Yeah, so they'd stand in between, slightly behind you, and they'd wait for the head server to nod at them, and then they'd all come in down together. And I think that's when you went, oh, thank you very much, sir.
Did I?
I think so. Like, not to them, but because it was classy.
Right, yeah,
it was a
maybe.
class act. It was a class act, and I think that's what ignited you to say thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And I like it.
Yeah, it's fun to say.
Okay, well, so I've got a rule.
Oh, sorry. I just going back to that briefly. What did you say? What did you say?
I've got a rule.
Oh, no. Number 4. You said it's
Never ask them if this is funny. Tell them it's funny.
Yeah, which it's a great rule for life. Not just about being funny.
Yeah. I agree.
Like your personality. Like, don't doubt yourself. Don't question what you are. Tell them what you are.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also, like, when you're doing a presentation, you go, if you go, it's not very good.
Yeah, then people are gonna be thinking it's not very good.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's
The
very good, sir.
well, this rule is good.
It's a fun. You will enjoy this rule.
Yeah. You will laugh at this.
Yeah.
Well, you won't laugh at this because it's not. This bit isn't funny.
Okay.
But also, it would be funny if it would be a bit like funny as in like, ooh, he's a bit funny. If you go, oh, I've got this joke, you will laugh and then do the joke. That would be a bit funny.
Yeah, imagine every stand-up started their piece with that.
You are.
This bit's funny.
Yeah. Not funny all of a sudden. Maybe there's another rule there. Yeah, if you look into it. But anyway.
You sure we can find one?
You can find anything with those glasses on. Like better sights.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That was funny. You will enjoy it.
Anyway, David Zucker said, don't put a joke on a joke. Don't put a joke on a joke. Yeah, don't put a joke on a joke. He said that 2 jokes at the same time cancel each other out, per his theory. If Leslie Nielsen were to, I presume he's another comedian, so don't put a joke on a joke, he says. If Leslie Nielsen were to deliver a punchline in a zany way, the comedy is diluted rather than enhanced. The more straight-faced the delivery, the funnier the joke. That was one aspect of not putting a joke on a joke. So Basically saying if you're trying to be all goofy and tell a joke, then that's probably why clowns are less funny, right? Unless you're a fan of physical comedy.
Yeah. Which, hold on, there's probably another rule there as well, somewhere down the line.
But anyway, you find it with those glasses on. Anyway, then I think the idea, but this is maybe commenting on delivery, but he also went on to write. So maybe when you deliver a joke, and you've got a solid punchline, deliver it straight-faced and not funny. And I think that also adds on the surprise element.
I'm not sure how much.
Maybe not straight-faced, but maybe just like don't try and be funny with the delivery as well as the punchline. But he went on to write that if the lead up to the joke also was funny, then there's not technically a punchline because the whole thing's a punchline. I suppose he didn't write that. I deduced it. So, for example, you can't
have a funny lead up, is what you're saying.
Well, I think you just like. What?
What would you just do?
I was just checking if you were getting reflection in your glasses.
Ah,
you sort of are, but anyway.
Sort of
but if you were trying to be funny with the build up, and you said a punchline right before your punchline, the second punchline that's not what he was saying. That's not what he was saying. He was basically saying, don't do a joke on a joke. And doing two punchlines next to each other isn't a joke on a joke.
So state the rule you're bringing. State the rule you're bringing this week.
So rule number 4, the rule I'm bringing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I literally just didn't want to burp into the mic, but I didn't need to burp at the end. He said, rule number 4, don't put a joke on a joke. Okay? See, this is actually one that you can't write.
I was going to say, what
it's just more information.
Oh, okay.
So maybe next week when you're writing it, don't
write one-on-one.
Don't try and be funny at the same time, 2 times at the same time.
Yeah.
Just do one thing that's funny at once.
This mic, I've just realised, has been like this the whole time. Yours is like really, really lovely away from your face.
Yeah, I did it on purpose because actually, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep micromanaging you, so.
Double entendre. Was it?
Not on purpose. That was good. That was good. That was good though.
That was good.
Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Don't want to micromanage you and control your mic. Is what it was.
Yeah, you just bloody explained it. Wasn't that a rule that you just said not to do?
No.
Well, it should be. Don't explain your jokes. But I'm actually not so much how much sure I agree with it, the rule you brought. And this isn't because I'm attacking you.
No, I literally didn't think you were.
Well, good, because you're a lazy piece of shit. What we are doing is discussing, right? Do you necessarily believe in that? Like, because I think often it's really funny when you put jokes on top of jokes on top of jokes.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so you've misunderstood it, and I feel like I misled you by telling you that was part of the rule, but that wasn't it.
So what
his point was that you don't put a joke on a joke. You can do jokes within jokes or next to each other. Well, his exact example was if you were to deliver a punchline in a zany way, I presume zany means funny as well, or just like quirky. If you deliver a punchline in a zany way, the comedy is diluted rather than enhanced.
But again, I think some jokes need to be like all silly and ridiculous.
Fine.
No, this isn't a fine situation.
Actually, to be fair with you, I completely agree with you. I do agree with you, but this guy, I think David Zucker knows his shit, and maybe I'm just bringing it to you.
So is this more a rule about deadpan like jokes? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, let me rephrase it for you. In some instances, the more straight-faced you deliver a joke, the funnier it may be. Because sometimes, if you try and put a joke on a joke, it's less funny. If you try and be funny with... yeah, exactly. Are you happier with that?
Yeah. Yeah. Not one of your best, I think, but yeah.
Well, I'm happy with that. Because I like it. It's like sort of like it will remind you to not be silly all the time whilst you're telling a joke. You know you can get.
I do know, sir. I need, but how are we gonna write something for that?
No, you
Just
don't.
like a normal
We don't
joke.
need to write something. Your double entendre joke is fine.
Okay,
Rule
so
is fine.
next you got to come with the double entendre.
Yep.
Entendre.
Or maybe one with a surprise as well.
Hmm. Like, what are you typing?
I'm just writing down the rules. Okay, yeah.
Wait, so there was actually a joke that I heard. It was. How did it go?
Oh my god, Oscar, freak, mate.
There was a joke with a.
Oh, you made me react so weirdly then. I didn't like anything about that. You made me react so weirdly because you actually scared me, and I didn't know what to do. You made me act weird then. That wasn't.
I think you went like this. I don't remember exactly right. I think you went. Ugh.
And then I went Oscar. When do I ever do
Like that? Ooh, Oscar. Very good, sir.
I was waiting.
That was good. I said this. I also got too excited to do the scare that I didn't even start a joke. And the joke was going to be the scare. The surprise was in the punchline.
Right.
But I just jumped you because I was excited. Because I love a good jump scare.
Yeah, I think it's good.
That's what-
Whilst we're there, my three favorite
Very
things.
top high on the humour list.
Three favorite things is it's going to make us sound really unfunny, but the three favorite things. One, when someone gets jumped, scared. Not like genuine fear. When the genuine fear can be
Yeah,
funny
it's
when
funny.
there's not actual anything to be scary
Danger.
about.
Yeah,
no danger.
harmless jump scare.
Yeah, not in a sadistic way.
No, yeah.
But two, when someone gags over a smell.
Very funny.
Very funny, sir.
Very funny, sir.
That is brilliant. And I came up with a third one. I thought of my third one the other day. I think it's funny when people like, what was it? Something happened. I went, wow, I think that's just made
Made the list.
Made the list. Because the top two aren't.
Very funny.
No, yeah, they're very funny, but they're not. It doesn't make us look good to find them
I
funny.
find it so funny. Like people being jump scared, so funny every time.
Yeah, and no, but also when like people like gagging over the smell of
Gagging's
something
really
bad
good.
is funny.
Gagging's really good. We were camping the other day, and we were actually working at a campsite, and one of my mates went off to go do something, and it was just like the three of us left there. And my other mate said, "Should I go into his tent?" And I was like, "Yes." And he hid in the corner.
It was pitch black.
It was pitch black by then. It was probably like midnight. Hid in the corner with his with a big coat on, a hood up, and I was stood outside, like I was nearby, expecting him to like suddenly see him as soon as he went in. But he was in there for like 5 minutes, and there's still no screaming. I was expecting my mate to jump him. But my mate just decided to sit there until he saw him. I'm gonna have to just get the video up.
But what was funny was because he got
Oh yeah,
he got scared by him
but it was
because he was swiping. He was looking for something with his phone torch, and he just saw this figure curled up in the corner of his tent. And after he'd been in there for like 10 minutes already, so obviously he was very frightened by that.
But it wasn't just a jump scare. It was one of those like rare opportunities where you get to see someone genuinely
They're
fearful.
fear for their life. They fear
Genuinely,
for life.
genuinely fearful. There's me giggling. Goes on for a while, I think. So scared. He's so scared. The first jump he gets jumped. He was like sound was better apparently on his phone. The first scream is a jump scream, and the second scream was a war cry because he then got up from his bed and charged towards the figure in the corner. Very good, sir.
That is funny.
So funny. Oh. Hurting a bit from laughter. and we had a good laugh. And you don't laugh like that a lot
No.
these days.
Yeah, you're right, actually. It's nice, actually. And you know what they say about laughter being
The best medicine.
best medicine. But one thing that I wanted to do is bring something funny that happened this week.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention.
Anyway, something funny that happened this week. I bought a van, and Oscar couldn't give less of a shit about it. So
That was the van for me. No.
well, I just thought, like, I bought a van, it'd be really fun. I'm going to do it up, make it into a camper. And Oscar quite literally has given it the least attention
Oh no. So
out of anybody.
Okay. Well,
I
hold
was just
on.
thinking, this is fun.
It is fun, but
And I said you can borrow it.
I would say thank you for caring. Actually, I was kind of doing it because you've been very choice with your words on it being yours, and I just thought there's no point in me having an input in this.
No, it's an exciting thing.
I was sort of like just letting it be your thing.
Yeah, well, it's not that it's just, you can still like it without getting involved, Oscar.
Well, what do you want me to do?
What, no, like-
stand up
Go like this.
Oh, very good.
Very
good,
It could be
sir.
like
that.
it
Tap
could,
him on
like mad props,
mad what?
mad
you,
props.
You
Good.
out there doing stuff to it.
mad
And I go,
mad
wow.
props.
Yeah, that's
To
right.
get mad props to Gettysburg.
Mad props to Gettysburg.
Yeah, you could at least. Anyway, I'm actually more than happy for you to get involved with it. In fact, I'm going to be having to do most of it up.
Well, also the issue is that it would be a very fun adventure, which I'm actually not a part of. So
Yeah, but you can be part of it in the future. You can take it out.
yeah, but
Also, I've asked you to come in it about 1,000 times, and every time he says no.
I didn't realise that you
Let's
wanted
go.
me in it.
Oh, should we go for a drive? I literally just.
What do you want? Would you like?
Yeah, let's get in the van.
What,
Let's
go
just
lie
get-
in the back together.
Let's go hang out in the van sometimes. You know, like Roger. You know, like in like Roderick Rules. Like,
I didn't realise that that's what you actually wanted. But at the moment, it's just a big boot. Once you've got cool stuff in it, then I obviously will come.
what?
But you
Yeah,
got a bed and like you got benches and a table.
it's going to be a bit more cramped when there's those bits in it, though. It's small. It's a small van.
Well, yeah, I'd rather sit on a bench in there than.
Well, we can
lie
maybe
on-
like cook some toasties or something in there.
I'd way rather be up for that than.
A cup of like.
You've got at the moment you've got a duvet in there without even a bloody duvet cover. And you've been
Yeah, I didn't want to get it dirty, but. Okay, noted. So I better hurry up and get it fitted out for you.
If you want this guy in there, you got.
But do you know what I did feel a bit like?
What?
When Monica moved into Chandler and Joey's apartment and no one wanted to hang out in there, and then she had to do things that you're making me do things to
I
get
didn't
you
think
to
it
hang
was-
out in it.
I honestly.
You're saying, okay, fine. So if I go make it nicer, then you might hang out in there. Just hang out in there because I'm your bro. And it's a fucking van. It's cool.
Swear to God, I didn't. It didn't even occur to me that you'd want me in there like that. I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it was like that.
It can be like that. That's what I'm saying.
Well, okay. Well, what would we do? What? Because
We could read.
yeah, weed. Weed.
We could just go for a drive, crank the music up, put down the windows,
It would just like sit in the front and
just hang out. You don't want to do it at all. It's fine, but like, I like hanging out in it. I wish I could hang out in it more, but I think it would make me look weird.
wait about actually being. You like just being in the.
I like just being in it.
Well, I guess there's a different excitement for you because it is your van.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree
I
with
honestly would go saying this is not.
that. You don't care at all.
I'm pretty impartial on it, but because it's your excitement, and I don't want to get myself excited about something that's not even mine.
No, but you can use it whenever you. Once it's done up, you just take it out. Take Rachel round in it. It'd be nice for you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose. But
Oh, that would have been so
so
horrible.
horribly loud.
Oh.
Very good, sir. Very good, sir. I've got something funny that actually I wanted to bring.
Yeah.
It's not like wow, let's like laugh out loud at that sort of thing. But I hate that I did it, but I knew it'd make him laugh. That's why I did it. But I hate that I did it.
I'm gonna say it. Oscar gets me. Oscar gets me. So
That's not something that I am proud of. That type of humor, but I do know it tickles him.
well,
So,
I like
like
that
that.
you do it for me.
Yeah.
Not like you, sir.
So yeah. Anyway, it's sort of like it's not even like funny. It's just sort of like it's like
Just say.
funny in the like oh that's funny, not funny as in that's ha funny.
I think you've got the wrong end of the stick. Then
What?
it's not. It's the how to be funny as in funny.
Right. Well, this does come on.
Not like
double
a
entendre.
coincidence. I don't want to hear like a.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Is that what you're doing?
Well, no, it is fun. I did actually kind of chuckle to myself, what I thought was weird is that I chuckled to myself. Like, literally went,
Yeah, well, like
Which I don't
in
like,
the first episode, we
totally
realised
by
that
myself.
You don't really laugh when you're by yourself.
yeah, and I did.
Well, okay, so it must have been funny.
Yeah, so basically, my room since coming back from uni is an utter disgusting tip, like really, really bad. Because what happened is I've got all of my stuff that I didn't think worthy of taking to uni, and then, that's still somehow taken up all the space in my room, and I haven't had a chance or the effort to go and actually to go and move my stuff into the room. So actually, I'm just sort of using clothes and stuff that like I don't really want to be wearing and things, and so, it's just so messy. I've got so much stuff, and I don't want any of it as well. Is the main thing. But anyway, the odd bits of stuff that I do bring up, I don't put away, so it's all just on my floor. And really,
No. I'm writing stuff for the editing. Keep going.
well, you could at least just wait a minute.
No, I can't. Go.
Well, I'll wait for you then. How about that?
No, keep telling your story.
Right. Okay. So I really need a pair of trousers for work next week. And I was thinking I have to find them tonight because I'm going away. So I wanted to find them tonight. Bloody blah. I looked everywhere. Looked at all the piles of clothes on my floor. Opened my uni suitcase again because just in case I hadn't worn them yet, but I'm sure that I have worn them. Went up and down the stairs, looking everywhere. Looked at Luca's room, looked at my room, looking clean washing, looking dirty washing. Couldn't find them anywhere. And guess where I did find them eventually?
Where?
They were the only thing that I've got that I clearly unpacked and hung up. The only thing. Out of everything that I've got, I decided to hang up the one thing which I've owned. It's the only thing that I've actually wanted to look for since being back home.
Well, that actually makes sense because you knew you'd want it.
Well, maybe. But also not really. Because I don't wear these trousers, that's why I want them for work. But I just thought, it was one of them I picked up and I went, like that.
Yeah, I can literally imagine.
Yeah. After all that stress, they're right bloody there.
Yeah, I like that.
And it's good to find the humour in things, actually. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
no,
It's
definitely.
really good.
Definitely.
Really good for you. Really. Didn't laugh at that one.
Nah. Okay, anyway, I think we're going to round up there,
Try
mate.
not to
No,
laugh at
I
that
actually
one.
didn't. I
Oh,
just
we're
thought
going
that
to edit
was
that
funny.
out then, aren't we?
No, we're not.
Prick.
I think we're going to round it up there, though.
I hate that. I hate that more than the other
that's
one.
good. It was funny. We're going to round up there, though, but
Goosebumps.
what I just wanted to say is we still should have done this at the beginning of the episode. Oh, yeah, but just to... just to reiterate the rules, just to round up. Rule number 4. Rule number 3 was suspense is a good thing. Surprise is a good thing.
With the
And
double
so,
entendre.
just to round up this episode, rule number 3, surprise in a joke is a good thing, and double entendres can be used to create a surprise. Rule number 4, don't put a joke on a joke. And we should have said this earlier on in the episode, but last week at the end of the episode, we said if you want to take part in, if you want to do some homework,
You could try and look a bit more interesting.
if you want to do some homework, use the rule and write a joke in the comments, and we will talk about it because maybe it'll give us something to talk about. However, you're probably you're probably not even going to see this bit because I think that's what happened last time. We put it too far in the end, and then no one did it, and then that must be the only reason.
Must have been.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I think if you did see it, you would do it.
Right.
But anyway, thank you very much.
We
for
definitely should have said like, comment, share, subscribe at the beginning as well.
yes,
Which we didn't.
maybe I'll cut this bit out and put it right at the beginning.
Yeah. Or maybe actually just film an intro now.
Nah, no,
Nah.
don't.
Oh.
You jab. You just.
You had to do that. You managed to get the whole fucking podcast without doing that, and you've just...
It was moist as hell, and
Because it's creamed.
yeah, but it almost felt like it almost felt like I squished
it's
into
creamed.
something. Felt like I went into something. It was disgusting.
You had to do that.
Anyway,
Your grubby mitts on my new tattoo.
have you kept the forearm on the table the whole time, just on purpose?
Well, when have you ever done a podcast like that, you freak?
Anyway, thank you very much for listening.
It isn't actually on show on the left-hand side.
But anyway, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. But also,
Oh, I honestly think that is better than Mr. Sleepy Eyes.
if you enjoyed it, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Love you all.
All the best. Mwah.